Hello. Today I'm going to go over chromosomes and meiosis lecture. So we're just going to cover very basic ideas here. This is kind of an intro to some of these topics. So what we see up here are two different groups of cells. Our cells can be divided into two general groups, gametes and somatic cells. Gametes are our sex cells, sperm and egg. That's what we see here, sperm and an egg, but are different from the somatic cells. Somatic cells make up every other cell in the body. So besides the sperm and egg, we have all these other cells, and those are going to be somatic cells, so the majority. Down here we have images. It's really a drawing, it's not a photograph, of chromosomes. And you notice that they're all in pairs, right? For humans, we have 23 pair of chromosomes. So these would be found inside of like a normal somatic cell. The pairs are called homologous chromosomes, one coming from mom and one from the father. Or one coming from the mother and one coming from the father. And that's what you see here. For chromosome 1, we have one from mom, one from dad. Same with 7. We have one from mom, one from dad. That's what gives us genetic variation. Gametes are a separate category because they only have half the number of chromosomes compared to somatic cells. So remember, this would be your sperm and egg. They do not have the full number of chromosomes. They have half the number. The term for this is haploid, or one copy of genes instead of the two normal copies. The body cells must have 2 copies of every chromosome in order to function properly. So these are all of our normal cells in our body that are not the sperm and egg cells. 2 copies of every single chromosome. The combination of the 2 sets is what gives us traits from each of our parents. 2 copies are referred to as diploid. In this image, we see a diploid cell. So this would be like a normal body cell. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through a process here that takes it to that somatic cell is going to be making 4 of the gametes. So imagine a cell dividing and making 4 sperm cells. Cells that will become gametes have to go through meiosis in order to reduce the number of chromosomes by half. So up here they had the full amount, down here they have half the number. However, each gamete will get a different combination of the chromosomes coming from either mom or dad. And you can, if you see this in color, you can tell that each one of these chromosomes has a different color combination. That's just showing that each one has a different combination of genes. So that's why brothers and sisters look similar, but not exactly alike. Before meiosis, so before the splitting, chromosomes have to replicate and make copies. That's what we see here. These are the normal, like one from mom, one from dad. Well, before we go through meiosis, we're going to take the one from mom, one from dad, and copy both. This replication process adds to the genetic diversity of the gametes. All right, so this is just a start. We'll go more deeply into these concepts as we move forward. Thank you very much.